Safia al-Shrafi is a few steps away from fulfilling a lifelong dream, one she began with her husband, but will finish alone. Her journey to Islam's holiest site, the Grand Mosque in Mecca, began thousands of miles away in the war-torn and besieged Gaza Strip. In 2008, Safia and her husband saved up, signed up, and applied for visas from Saudi authorities to go on the Hajj. That year, internal Palestinian infighting and Israel's siege prevented anyone from leaving Gaza, and so Safia and her husband decided to defer their spiritual journey to the following year. But in December, Israel launched its brutal war on Gaza, killing nearly 1,400 Palestinians, including her husband. Her dream was shattered.
When my husband died, I used the money we had saved up for the Hajj to pay off our debts and opened this computer cafe to support my children.
Safia felt she owed it to her husband to complete the journey they began together, so she set out and once again began the arduous process of reapplying for her Hajj and visa.
It was easier when my husband was alive because he did everything. It's been very difficult for me because I don't have a companion. So I've been preparing all of the paperwork and paying the fees.
Because of the historic difficulties often associated with travel, Islam encouraged women to travel with male relatives. With her husband gone, Safia struggled to find a male companion, so she was forced to take her eldest son, Iyad. Once everything was prepared, all she could do was wait for the siege on Gaza to slightly ease, and it would be in her destiny. Days later, Egypt announced it would briefly open its border with Gaza. With her husband's passport by her side, Safia immediately began to prepare for the trip that would span countries and continents. Overcome with emotions as she remembered the same period 1 year ago.
Everything is still brand new and exactly how we packed it together. Before he died, he went and bought these new clothes for this year's trip.
Safia embarked on her journey to Mecca without her husband. We met up with her on the grounds of the Grand Mosque and joined her as she entered it. She was overwhelmed by both the grief of making the journey alone while standing in awe of the spiritual center of the Islamic world, fulfilling her duty as a Muslim.